People talk a lot about the 24-hour news cycle. The implication is that there is no longer a start or a finish to news anymore. No driving news agenda being set in the mornings. I'm not sure I totally agree with that view of the news. Newspapers and online news sites still drive the news agenda via what is being published and read in the mornings. It's amazing how influential the news is that breaks in the morning via online news sites and the papers. In fact, about half of what you might hear on the radio as you drive into work is simply being read out of the paper. You listen to a breakfast announcer trying to fill 20 seconds before a major news break. Most times, they'll be reading about some issue straight out of the paper. If you watch Sunrise or Today early in the morning, you'll see them talking about what's making headlines. They're just translating breaking print stories from overnight into content for TV. Less people might be reading newspapers than ever before, but they still drive a huge chunk of the news agenda. And in some ways, this process mirrors the way professional people consume their news. Most health executives and public affairs types still start their work fresh and ready to absorb information in the morning. Then they head home pretty drained and with a head full of worries late in the day. So the morning is a time for confirming what lies ahead, getting organised for the priorities of the day, checking what might be thrown your way. Now, I've been scrolling through at least 2 newspapers early each day since I was a young PR pup. The darkest stares and the most trouble I ever got into from my first PR boss was when a client would raise something in the news that I will have tragically missed in the paper. And I learnt that being on top of the daily news is not really something you can easily fake. These days, we use a variety of online newsletters and bulletins and news services to keep us up to date. Personally, I get the daily Fairfax and News Limited bulletins, the pharmaceutical newsletters for industry stuff, and crikey, for a unique and authentic view of the world. But there's no real easily accessible early daily email summary of health-related news. And as I've said, it's still surprising how frequently the daily news agenda is set by what's online and what's in the major papers. So the Palin team has always summarised the daily health news, and we've circulated that internally. But now we've decided to let people sign up to it so everyone can enjoy the benefits. You receive a morning summary of the 4 major health stories setting the daily news agenda. Relevant, curated, daily summaries to keep you ahead of the medical news and maybe even keep you out of trouble with your boss. So go to the Palin website to sign up to the free Palin Communications Daily Health e-news updates.